Friends, I have got to record this. This is the most amazing thing. I don't know if this thing popped out of nowhere. This group, this band, Electric Youth, and I'm talking fast because I got to keep moving stuff on. This actually is about us helping the children of this world, their future and hope. And it's also about ourselves as well because we're children still under our Creator, and that is, we are co-creators. That if we work together, we can create a just amazing new world for our Creator as well, right? And for everybody to be in peace. I didn't realize there's a couple things, no insult, but a throne, you don't want a throne. You don't want a throne because even the Lord says he wants to sit on a throne. Well, a throne is a toilet. You want to sit on a toilet? And Satan's fighting for the same thing. He wants a throne too. He wants to sit on a toilet. You guys need to sit on a toilet. I wanted out to be active, be out there helping people. I loved a manager who was hands-on. You got to be hands-on. That's where the hands-on, even the thing, I'll put my hands on you, but that's fine, put your hands on me. But, you got to get out there. If you really want to be hands-on, you get out there in the streets and beaches. And I'm not kidding anybody, so now I get distracted. But anyway, here's the deal. So you got to be hands-on. You talk what you preach. You get out there and help us. And join us or get out of our way. So anyway, this video, it blows my mind because I wanted to run for We the Kennedy, just some basics off the bat. I used to put the finger in New York City when the Father Lord sent me there on a mission to learn about myself and how rotten people can be. It's a long story. Beaten up. I installed time freeze, which I know that your Creator can freeze time. Boom. I'm not kidding you. All real stuff. I met the Lord. He's a great guy. Doesn't look like anything said. I met, the other one. Oh, his name is Adam, by the way, and I don't want to bring up too much, but his name is Adam too, like Adam and Eve. I did not know this. His name is Adam. So anyway, so I'm saying this video, right, to the Electric Youth, and this is what's amazing about this, that by my daughter, you and others, we can actually build this together and create just a lovely reality where everybody's us. And this, I feel like this lady here that, I've been attacked by police, targeted. They don't hurt me, but I'll explain when I go through that. I mean, I'll show positive. I hate to because I get in the mood and things start to flow when I'm talking. The other side's working through me and help me transit. So make sure I do that. It's also the Creator and all of you to make sure that when I do this video, that I'm speaking truly or the best I can. There's so many deceptions, right? But there's a couple pieces I don't understand. There's some things that kind of relate to Scripture and some aren't. I don't know the details of these, but the basis is pretty good. You can work on it. But I love the song. It's incredible. Just an angel. The way this lady sings, and she's just a beautiful heart, and talks about wishing upon a star like we did when we were kids. All these. I wish upon a star. First star I see tonight, and it talks about falling from the heavens like purple. It shows this royalty, the heavens, and she falls. She's in this world, but not of it, like in Scripture. She falls, and it's also she falls into this world, and we're here. It's like in Mandela effect. We got moved or something, right? So in this world, but not of it. So we're trying here to help this world, and it's a mess, as we know, right? But that's okay because I'm trying to learn how we can fix that. And even they're communicating through messages like magic mirror in the wall. So reflecting. So my mother just did earlier that I almost had to exit this parking. You can't see it because that's this video thing, but we respond with positivity no matter how negative slams us, and we respond positive. It's a response I didn't realize. So if we it's kind of a defensive mode. It's not in the sense that if we're attacked, we respond negative, but so something negative like somebody says F you and you say thank you, you have a lovely day too. So you just took away all that power. Boom. That's how we respond, because they're trying to scare the people. It's like this. I know it's hard to fight some of these fronts that we got, war, but we respond with true peace and love, not like the hippies. Some had good intent. There again, they were spitting on soldiers. You don't get peace and love when you're trying to get peace and love in the world, and you're spitting on the soldiers that just came back and lost their brothers and sisters' lives in Vietnam. And his families lost their lives, and you spit on them. You're gonna get nowhere with that. That is inappropriate. That's disrespect to that soldier, to yourself. You're spitting. Llamas spit when they're mad or angry. You gotta kid me. I was shocked when I heard that. I'd heard some stories. I heard that they're spitting and this and that, but I didn't know that how many were hippies. Well, we see the same thing today because we see the George Floyd movement, where people holding signs, and why aren't we coming? Or I won't mention some other groups, but they do the same thing. They wave their flags, their rainbow flags, scream about peace and love, and they're the first one I've been attacked by. chewed out and cussed at, and just for just trying to be. That's not how you're gonna get. And also, you don't have to advertise the real. We get it. We understand that you have a special. You're a special person, but you don't have to advertise the real. Just kind of. I don't advertise that I'm straight. I do not. So there's nothing. So I want to be careful because I don't get banned. But I don't go around advertising. I just say, I don't. Do you? Do you advertise that maybe you're not even let's say you're just celibate. I got a buddy who's celibate, and never, awesome to him. That's his choice. He's never had a sexual relationship with a lady, and he's older and he's not ugly. He said, I made that choice. That's my dedication, right? Well, that's his choice. But he doesn't go around advertising it. I didn't know about this. I known him quite a while, and it's something honorable for him, in my opinion. But but there again, it doesn't, but he doesn't advertise it. He said, I'm waiting for the right thing, get married, and this and that. And I said, that's great. It's a good choice, right? You find the right one you like. Well, anyway, so that's just my example, right? And if you don't, you don't. If you do, you do. That's between you and our Creator, and the other one's trying to help you through this, learn how to be a better person or whatever, right? Not saying that I know that a certain way is a better right or wrong way, because sometimes the wrong way becomes a better way, because we make mistakes, and boy, I tell you, they forgive me and help guide me even through when I made huge mistakes. Oh my gosh. I'm not even talking about sins, just making common sense mistakes. And now there's some part of the common sense. You got to use your common sense. Study what the common people are doing and see if it's right or wrong, right? So anyway, that's why they call us conspiracy theorists. No, because we actually look and say, what are the common people doing in this country? Is it right or wrong? And I found that if the majority are following a certain theme or reality, we know this. It's probably going to, you just start questioning. I got like 200 signed up subscribers, if that. And I'm not saying my channel is awesome, but I hope the number stays low, because if it starts getting high, then I've sold out or something, or there is a chance that maybe we're waking up people and they're joining us more of this. Don't judge that. Well, anyway, I rambled again. Sorry. So anyway, here is the video, and I want to thank them, because I even asked them many times, especially our Creator. I said, best thing you can give me is knowledge to make sure that I'm doing the right thing on the right side, and that what's his best interest for the Creator and the future of the people of this world. And so they have been doing this, but little pieces at a time. And part of it just learning is going through this process of learning about deception and weeding it out. Finding those roses in the garden, just pulling those weeds out and say, well, that was a weed, darn it. And so we make mistakes. And well, anyway, you got the idea, right? Because this is it's a hard game. If you don't invest in it, there's a term, invest, then you don't have nothing to really lose. But I'm invested in this thing. I put my heart and soul into this, and they know that. All of them on this side, they know that I'm invested, and I keep pulling away, though, because you got to be careful. If you start picking sides, or I'll explain that more in another video. You start playing games with this, you're going to be a nightmare. And I couldn't figure out why I kept being a nightmare. I'm like, gosh, the good side hates me, the bad too. So what's going on? I said, what is going on? I'm a good guy, I think. And it was part of the process. I said, man, what is happening? Why do I keep getting destroyed and attacked and targeted? And I'm telling you what, I'm not saying that because you might be for a reason, just at that stage. If you're not being attacked, you might have a reason that as well, that you might not be doing the right thing, because there's two stages. You're going to be being targeted when you start waking up to this. And, we see a lot of Christians saying, I'm being targeted, or these other people saying, man, I'm targeted, which is the part of the awakening process. But it also means you might need to stretch a little bit further, because it's like you had a calmness in your life, you hit a storm when you start awakening, and I'm still kind of in that storm stage. I don't say I'm perfect, and I'm trying to bring calm back, and I keep getting in storms, these waves, boom, 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 boom. And but once you get there, I think that if we do the right things, that it's all calm, and we finally achieved what we need to achieve, and we have the calmness and peace and all those other things, right? But it's crazy, but that's what I think, right? And I got to be careful, because as we know, this reality will throw whatever you think that you want in there. So if I want these kind of things, I hope I'm not influencing you to, if it's something you want, that we want world peace together, joy, and these things and that we can create a world like this. But, and I assume it's a team effort, not just me working on my darn own, right? That how fun would it be if you're a true, just the only single God, have nobody to share it with? You just create this old reality, have slaves, and everybody's, you know, bending over to you. And hey, you know, that, you know, it's about experience, you know, about, you know, that's what makes family. Hey, we went here, and what'd you do, son? And, you know, it's like my mother. I share all my experiences with her. Even yesterday, I went to the affair and actually did a video, which is cool. This technology, I hate it, but it's also good. I shared it with the roses, and we went through in the purple, and we just had a great time. I remember she's out in Colorado taking care of Bob, that's had a heart condition, and, you know, and stuff like that. And she's working hard on taking care of him. We got to share a moment together as mother and son, just going through this at the fair. You know, the first and second place prize stuff, and having a great time looking at the purple. She hadn't seen that before, and oh, it was awesome to see it sharing. That's what makes life valuable. We've bought that, been building this, we've been programming that with from our creator, and, you know, without that, boy, you know, always, you just be alone in the world. And the summits are, I'm lonely as heck. Thank goodness I have my mother share that with, these experiences, my journey. And, you know, my daughter's finally getting close in there, but she's so busy that, you know, I don't want to interfere with her world and her reality. So anyway, so I'm going to play this, and I'll try to explain it when I go. So, you know, here we go. It's awesome. I hope you like it. But if you don't, you know, we all have different tastes. Now, it's going to be annoying the first time, so you might want to watch it once before, just to make that clear. Now, you got all these police, and that's like me. I've been targeted by, oh my gosh, seeing the police. So they all got their lights on. Everybody, red, white, and blue, right? It's a sign of freedom. They're dropping in. Okay. Sorry, I need to stop this for a minute. Okay, so I'm sorry. Hit the wrong stop button. So you're in this road, another road. So it's like you and me, we get dropped in here, right? And you saw the police. Every one of those cars, red, white, and blue, is about freedom below. And so it's all, I'm trying to diagnose this the best I can. As I said, work through me. But right off the bat, we have red, white, and blue, freedom, right? That's a symbol of our country. But also, and you'll see here, I don't, spoilers, but, you know, that's why you might want to watch this before you go through, that she floats in, comes in this sort of it, like the Lord told us, which we are. But then all the police get targeted, even by the police. And it's no offense to police that, you know, I've been arrested for no reason. I got, hey, I had to remind him, hey, you know, constitutional rights. I was talking to my brother about that. You're violating my human rights and constitutional rights. And you hear police in the background, you hear this. But they're doing their job, right? So don't hate the police, you know, and this and that. So it's not like it's me versus them. And the targeting, they're just putting their red. They're paying attention. Is Kirk good or bad? And listen to this. I mean, this is what they deal with every day, folks. Every day now in this world. That's right here. We got to quiet the noise in this world. The frequency. We got to help calm that noise down like that, make it silent the best we can. Because it is just, the whole world's noisy. You can't. It's the police are noisy, the people, I've got this many times. It's the real, everybody's screaming loud because everyone wants attention. They're fighting for love. And, you know, the lack of love is causing those sirens to light up. Sometimes if somebody just got injured or, you know, did a mistake, and, you know, that's true too. Or, you know what I mean? But we have got to lower that noise, that volume. Anyway, so here you go. So, and actually the Father and the Lord and the other side had sent me to New York City. So this makes sense to me because this me movement, the me attitude and all this other stuff is always me, right? And I was like, God, why is everybody self-centered? But it said that in Scripture that they be lovers of themselves. And that's what we've seen right in front of our eyes. Me, this, me, that. It's all about me, right? Me. Then we have the me movement, right? Even the MGTOW movement, it's about the me movement. And it's not just ladies, men too. The MGTOW, it's all about me. Boy, I kid you. Oh, what? It's all about, so selfish to me. Well, anyway, as you see on the left, I'm going to take a little pencil here and show you. You can see the W. And I actually did a 3-finger hold up when I was in New York City. A long story behind that. Walking down the streets, I was holding up 3 fingers. You can't see it. The 3 middle fingers, a symbol of we the people. And, you know, we the people have got to assemble a sign that we love each other, that we're together, and we're truly at peace with this. Not a peace symbol, a we symbol, right? And whether you should use symbols or not, I don't know, but I did that. And then, and there's people that saw me doing it. I spread this. This is a we people, the symbol that we work together, right? And we don't fight each other. We don't create wars. Truly, we the people with the peace, right? And then with that, you see that we, so right there at W-E, right there. So the W is an M-E turned upside down, by the way. It's turned upside down, right? Turn the M, flip it over, it's a W. It's a we, right? The E is still on that symbol there. We have the blue circle, it's an E, right? And also, but you'll see the bank trying to separate here in a minute. You know, the date, the bet, and they're running up on people, trying to destroy them. I actually see something. I just noticed this. I'll have to zoom in later and check this out. But there's something spiritual right in there. I can't tell. There's a face or something here, but I'm focusing here. There's something there, spiritual coming over there, I think. Don't know. But see, also, it's also very, I'm trying to look at the whole aspect, not wear you out with this, but it's very important, okay? I think. But now, like I said, I don't want to misdeceive you or stuff like that, and I help him doing it right. So anyway, but see, you got purple, which is royal like the heavens here, which is cool. I mean, purple, and, you know, it could have been like purple rain. There's a lot of purples, royalty, Lord Purple. It's a very important color as far as symbol of royalty, the heavens or whatever, right? So she pops out of the heavens, purple. Don't you get it? She popped out of the purple heavens. You know, our you know, and you hear me laughing because it's so beautiful, and I'm laughing with joy. And so you get the purple heaven. She drops out of there. That's you and us. We're popping out of the heavens, come down here, and being a light. She would be a light and stuff. So let me clear that again, okay? And let me rewind it just a hair. I don't want to. Let's see. So I'm gonna pull it there, so you can see the police what I'm talking about. And I don't mind to do this, but it's very important. So that's why we want to watch it and actually enjoy it the first time versus this. So here we go. Ready? More noise. See, I can't even hardly listen to this to help you with this and you're all innocent, we're all innocent children of God. Important too. Here we go. See all the police like this. The sirens are noisy. Thank you for helping the other side with that noise level. Make it louder so you can hear it. To wake the people up. It's loud. There, they're making it loud. Oh my gosh, it's loud. Not that loud, folks. There she drops that. Boom. That's you to be the light. Watch. They got the we symbol. And you'll see the bank here in a minute up to the left. But anyway. Now, stop for a minute, because I know it's just right a beautiful moment. See that? I want to wish the rule is better. And once you say, well, all you do is make a wish, Kirk, and all of a sudden you become targeted once you're awake. And I wish to change. All this started when, like, you know, I was sitting, I remember the moments. I was sitting in with my children in Erie, and I'm like, man, they're not going to have food. I wish I could change this somehow. That's it. You said I could make a wish right there. And then, so then, and then look how she gets targeted. All the police there, the world just say, wait a minute, you can't do that. And all of a sudden the red targeting with the laser beam pointers come at her. I mean, don't you feel like that? It's like all of a sudden, oh, wait, we got somebody over there, a true person, a creature, a soul, a soul, a light of this world wants to change something. We better target that thing because we're going to put the thing on there. And then she kind of, I'm just thinking this, I'm not sure if I'm right because I haven't had time to really view this. Folks, this is like the first pass through, the second one. I mean, the second one, first pass through, actually thinking about every movement. So I should have studied this more, so I apologize. I hate when people like try to dance, but I'll try to do the best. She circled with the blue shield, right? She said, you can't harm me because I'm coming with love and peace. You know, she's got 360 degrees of bubble, kind of like an orb of just pure, I'm inside my bubble, and, you know, this is your reality, and you can't damage you with your reality. I'm in a bubble. And see, that's where they said in a bubble. So you're not going to impact my bubble, my reality, with all your native outside external. Oh my gosh, I actually see something evil in there. Oh, you are kidding me. I paused that perfect. I'm going to try to see if I can do this. I'm going to show you this. Right here is the evil face. See the teeth, the mouth, the eyes. Whoa. Look at that, trying to get into her bubble from the outside. You have got to be kidding me. How did I hit that just perfect? Oh, we got somebody down here too. You got a man with a hat, with a shovel or something. Now, it looks like is he part of the shield of the bubble? That part. I'm not sure. But she's inside the bubble. Oh, see this? Oh, you are kidding me. This is... I don't want to stop it. I want to keep this as one for everybody. There is a guy. You are kidding me. I've seen heads and faces and stuff floating in orbs. But there is a guy right there. man, with his face. See, there's his head with the helmet. He's got something in his arm there. I don't know, like construction worker or something. But he's pointing this way. So I'm gonna clear that. And then I said, you got this evil like face, like Joker, just nasty up here. The other part of the orb and something here. I mean, I'm gonna do it later. I'm not gonna diagnose that whole orb. So we're actually in the orbs. You got to be kidding me. Now I'm blown away because I have seen orbs, and I'm like, what are these things? And they're in front of me. They're about, sometimes they can be huge. They can be the size of a basketball, or they can be the size of a golf ball and smaller. So, I mean, they have different colors. And I saw some in Vail, Colorado when I was up there one time, and they were white floating right above my head. No, and I was not drinking drugs or lost my mind. They came shooting across in an emergency towards Denver, heading east at night in Vail on a cold, crisp spring winterish night. I was like, whoa, orbs are real. I see them in my eyes. They're not oh, sorry, a lens and a flare in your video or this or that. You see with your own eyes. You kind of throw away, well, the orb is just a lens flare or it's something digital on your cell phone. It's not. They're real. Anyway, so there's so much to talk about this. So I'm going to take that back, clear it, and redo this again. So there's your targeting, this and that, and she forms a shield around her, apparently. I don't know. That's assuming in her reality from all these distractions. All right? Gosh, my voice. Sorry. Boy, I don't know. When I was talking, I actually choked on my own saliva. That's weird, but so I apologize. So let me clear this. And let's go back and wind it because it's just so cool. I bet you can learn a lot from this. Be careful. This reality will take you down a rabbit hole. So I'm saying, be careful about how much you analyze this and spend time on it. Do it if you enjoy it. If you don't, do something else. Because seriously, just don't do it. Just go away and say, I'm going away. Not, I'm not telling you to go away. Just go away and have fun. Do something else. I don't like that, Kirk. You don't have to show my opinion or try to fight me. Well, it means this or that. I mean, I'll listen. I'd love to hear your diagnosis of this. I want to hear. I'm open ears and mind and soul. But if somebody's gonna start arguing, it's like, God, move on, man. We don't have to. It could mean this. That could be a million things. Sometimes there's layers to things, and I may be wrong, right? Even okay, so you got it. Right there, you see the Royal Bank. I gotta stop for a minute. There's so much, and there's all these cool stuff like these fireworks, but they're bloating with dust, versus actually fire. They're exploding with this powder, which is really cool because in the city you would have fire. But you know what's crazy about this? I had a vision. Oh, even before I became really spiritual. This goes way back. This goes back gosh, I'm trying to think, almost 20 years ago, and I'm 51. See, yeah. So they've been probably communicating through vision stuff. I don't know. That would be cool. I saw a parade over my old town, Montrose, where I grew up. During the daytime, it was like when they were 4th of July. So I said they're having some celebration, and they're shooting these cannons off into the sky. I remember down our Main Street, you got a picture of 4th of July Main Street, blue skies, people having fun, excitement, and everybody's just joining. There was nobody there was like a parade, but the parade wasn't quite coming through yet. And they were shooting. I'd never seen it from the sky. There was this powder of blue and red, like chalk powder, just blowing the sky and just dripping down. I was like, wow, it's cool. And I know we see some of the things today, but back then, nothing like this. And then I saw balloons floating, on these floats. The floats are actually in the sky. Yeah, you have these floats and they're floating in the sky, like having the parade in the sky. Just beautiful floats with big balloons and like these, trying to describe, it's hard to me to pass that vision, with, like these, kind of like, large boats, floating boats made out of, trying to think, not like solid wood, but kind of like basket wood, right? Just baskets weaved together, big ships and things like that, different colors of balloons just floating while these things are exploding around them. It was so cool. And then, it was just amazing. I was like, whoa, wait a minute. I said, this is incredible. and we just, this whole sky was being red, blue, green, purple, orange. I'm remember this vision. I'm reading it right now. Oh my goodness, just blasting everywhere. My old Montrose small town, just beautiful down Main Street. Was that Main Street? Yeah. I'm sorry. You're like, what does it matter? It does. Because there's a Main Street and there's a Townsend, and it was down Main Street. Because make sure there's Main Street, not Townsend, right? Well, anyway, so it's Main Street. Main Street intersected Townsend. Well, anyway, so it's blowing up there, beautiful day, and I was like, whoa, man! I said that would be awesome for celebrating something neat. Maybe that was the real peace weather. So this is the same thing right here, and I'd never seen this before. So this is actually blows my mind. And I even thought one time it'd be kind of cool to invent a fireworks that would go up in the sky, but and even way back before we had a lot of LED stuff where they're reusable, come blow up in different colors in the sky versus actual fire just explode there, and you could it wouldn't, I don't think damage somebody, it'd be cool just even that surprise they then explode and they're reusable, go boom 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 boom, and have them just like they're doing like those blinking LEDs and or streamers and stuff with this LEDs coming down and landing on around from the sky, fire, just reusable and just boom boom boom. Somehow I thought that'd be cool, but anyway, now we get distracted stuff that dreamt that'd be kind of cool. Wait, so you have the bank there, like I said, the Royal Bank, that is trying to separate you from the heavens as well, because I'll show you. The reason that's true is because it's right there in the bank. This is man stuff, right? Towers, buildings. I'm not saying that they're wrong, because they're a part of the balance of buildings are kind of keeping things square. Otherwise, we'd be traveling for a million miles to get to the city, and more gas and more. So you got to remember, it's the balance that's out of whack. It's not whether this is good or bad, and God, creators and angels, all of them are trying to keep this balance going, right? It's not about this, because anything that's bad you can turn to good, and good is bad, and we know that, right? It's a circle. Whoop whoop. It's probably in a sphere like this, man, just spinning around. I don't know, but anyway, the yin yang, it's crazy. But anyway, I think it's a balance. I could be wrong, but we're trying to. They said it's a duality. Well, in that duality, we're trying to make a balance of somewhere where we're right in the middle, where everybody's happy, and we've compromised, and we've met the middle ground. Somebody's got to give up something. We know that always, so that we've met a middle ground, right? That we've got to balance in all these things. You got to balance in spirituality. You got to balance in a fairness, true fairness, and all these other things, right? That we compromise. We meet a balance. We make it a win-win. That everybody wins in a win-win situation, and do that sometimes to make a win-win. You have to, in studies from the MBA with business, you got to give up something to make it a win-win, and we got to make this a win-win, a we, not a me. Maybe that's what they just tell me. We got to make it a we, two we's, we win. You got to make it a win situation instead of a me win, the me too movement. Instead of two me's, we gotta make a we too. Oh my gosh, we too count. We the people count as well. You and me, brothers. We too count. We do. No, just not me too. Oh, you are kidding me. Thank you. Man, I'm telling you, that is amazing. I didn't realize this. They just came right through me, and they let me spread that to you, brothers and sisters. Oh my gosh, we too count as well. Not just me too. Two is a number. Count it out loud. Oh, you kidding me? Oh, be careful, because man, I could go down a ton of stuff with that one. And also, the dad's thinking about tricks are for kids that they're not advertising for them. The cereal. There's probably stuff in there. I'm going to check that out after this, because I bet there's. But be careful, don't be wasting time on the two rabbit holes, because my whole adventure began on 13th Pearl with a place called the Rabbit, and then the Alice in Wonderland. Okay, all right. So there's the Royal Bank, and that royal. Is it royal? The banks aren't royal. No, they're not. No offense. See, they're trying to think you the honored debt. This you become royalty. This you're gonna be stuck here on earth on the top of a building like the Tower of Babylon, trying to get to heaven, and you're never gonna get there. You are not. See right there. This is actually scripture. And look at this. You build a tower to heaven. We build it with money. Maybe we'll get there. I don't care if you're Elon Musk building a space program or whatever. No offense, or NASA. You're never truly going to get to heavens doing that route. You're going to end up here. No matter what. It does no matter what. Trying to build a tower to our Creator, our God in the heavens. You are never going to get there. It's nice purpleness, right? You will not, okay? And there looks like another apparition behind there. I'm not sure, but I'm gonna play this again. Looks like there's could be things in here exploding in the powder even. But like I said, I'm not gonna do deep analysis. I think I see some face. It doesn't matter right now. I mean, it matters, but I'm not gonna do it now because I'm trying to enjoy the moment of this and trying to share with you what I'm seeing just in this very short clip. Remember, sometimes less is more, and you're seeing it right now. And that's why I hope I'm not talking too much, because the more you talk, you can actually run things. Less is more, and sometimes more is less, and that's what's funny. And it's hard to believe, but the more you talk about something, the less attention you get from people, and they say you're babbling too much. So more is, it can end up less results as well, and the less you talk, sometimes more. So that's why, the Lord, who's walking around, sometimes he wouldn't talk much. Other times he was out there, the Sermon on the Mount, talking away, blah 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 blah. Now I'm not trying to turn you Christian, this and that. There's a lot behind that as well. I'm just saying that there's times that you got to speak more to get less hate, less stuff, and sometimes you got to be very silent to get more attention. That's like I said, even with sound. If it's silent, there's less people. Like if you stop all the noise, they'll, like even in a crowded room, it's like, what's happening? So the less noise, the more everybody's attention you get. In school, they'd say, hey, shut up and quiet up, right? Teacher be screaming always, but then all of a sudden you hear bang, all of a sudden everybody's quiet and listen to the teacher, what's happening? So anyway, and then the more, the teacher, you have those one, they're like, oh my gosh, we've heard the story, this, history or whatever, like sitting there in the room, in the classroom going, I can't take it. And the more is less, and I'll be honest with you, the more I'm going to come to this class. There are some teachers, no offense, that I'd actually skip their class because I already understood what they're talking about and didn't want to deal with it. And I'd say, I'd ditch that class. And they're right. I showed up less because they're talking too much more in their mouth. No offense to them. I'm like, I get it. I don't want to talk about this history. I understand it. I mean, just please, can we move on? So you get a less attention the more you talk. Sometimes I see kids sleeping in that class. I'm like, oh my gosh, Tom or Sue, they're both sleeping. What's going on here? That's because, he's talking too much again. They got bored and then fell asleep. You know what I mean? And no offense to teachers, okay. Anyway, so here we go. And I'm going to play this again and wind it just a hair. And let's pull it back. And let's see, I'm going to do too much, but. No, I'm sorry. I was pushing him back and forth as well as positive. Like, what's he doing? I have a time to understand when to push the video because I'm on a cell phone, and the video on the video. I mean on the to do this screen capture. But here's what's crazy about that. She says now the truth is known. It talks all about us. We're awake. Where we get the truth. And boy, it said, so you heard it. I'm gonna rewind just a hair to replay it. Now here's where the window is. Looking through the window, even the classroom. This is an iPad Go 2. There, you're trying to get out that window and look into the world. And look into the world, and actually the camera does the same thing. I just realized it pulls right through the window in the iPad Go 2 video on YouTube that talks about some evil antichrist and stuff. It pulls right through that window. The school, and the whole thing's a school. Like that's like this earth is a school. We're here to learn and patience and be kind and respectful, and we quit the bullying in the playground. So, but the problem is they come through that school in that iPad Go 2, and all of a sudden they're in this reality of people that never grew up. They got the bullies. You got people fighting for money. It shows Osama bin Laden. It shows even inside the school, you got George Bush Jr. There's a lot there, but you can spin. Don't go down that rabbit hole because you just understand the basics because it goes on and on. It's actually gets modified. It gets some Mandela effect. Now it has George Bush Jr. has a black eye. I'm like, it looks like he's been punched in the eye. That is crazy. It never had that before. It's another Mandela effect. So in LOL is lots of laugh. It's an English language. Anybody will tell you can go on whatever. That woof. Anyway, so now you're coming out of the school. You're awake, and it says Psalm 23 on the wall in the in on the iPad Go to video here, this is you pulling through this window. Same thing, like the world's a school. Don't you get it? This is the inner. The world is teaching you. Oh my gosh! I didn't realize this is the dang school. So you came into this world from out of this world. You're going through school. You know all this, and you're breaking away from all that evil. You're coming through. You're graduating out of that school. Oh my gosh! This is amazing. I hope I'm right on this. You're coming through the window, and you've seen beyond. You've seen the heavens, how to be that heavens. What accident? That's how sensitive, folks. I heard some squealing of tires. It sounded like someone almost went sideways. See, that I've been trained to try to help these people. Sorry about that. I had the interruption. I heard that squealing. Anyway, all right. Was that a time sequencing? I don't know. Wait, I gotta stay focused. All right, because you're like, what's going on, Kirk? Well, I'm so used to working the streets. I hear anything noise that's out of unusual, I'm on it. I mean, anything that doesn't sound normal frequency. I'm not kidding you. See, energy, frequency, or vibration. If I hear something or I see something out of whack, not even yesterday, I saw a guy that was behaving out of whack, and I picked him out of 100 people and knew that he had some demonic evil stuff, but it doesn't matter. I hear noises out of whack, I'm like immediately all ears. You know, I almost have a post-traumatic people and soul disorder because I've been, always on guard. I mean, I know police officers do their thing, but I tell you what, try walking anywhere you go, and boy, even they can turn them against themselves, and they fight, but not anything like me where I'm not sure if they're going to pull out a gun or this and that way. So anyway, here's the thing is, so you got this window, so it's a beautiful window. The other one goes into like a winter war. This one, but you'll see it. I'll rewind it here for a second. Sorry, but it's so important to explain what I'm seeing from my experiences, and I hope I'm getting this right. And I still love that shooting. So anyway, here we go. Here we go. Bittersweet, sweet, it's true. Got shattered, boom. Shattering the glass. The glass ceiling's gone. Gone. TV, programming, television. I'm going to push it too fast. Static. Noise. The world noise. There you go. When the devil starts to turn, okay, you begin to learn. And that means turn and pay attention to you. No offense. No offense, this is true. Don't say it's blasphemy or Christian, this and that. When the evil starts to turn and pay attention to you, you're doing the right thing. Right? And you got all the static. All of a sudden you can see the static. This little young gentleman, he's looking into the world through the static and beyond it, and sees what's happening. He's monitoring the situation. Don't you? It's a monitor. He's monitoring too, in a good way. He's got his little red bandana on him, and he's this cool this little young gentleman. He's awesome. He's actually awake, and some of these children are more awake than some of these adults. It's scary. It's like, oh my God, they can see right through what's happening in this world around them, especially these young ones. They call them millennials, but I tell you what, man, they are awake. Some are just not, it's just what it is. But boy, there's some, like my daughter, she is, Krista, she is really awake at what's happening in this reality, and she's like she blows me away. I mean, she knows a lot. And she knows all deceptions. I mean, this little young lady did it in a very short period of time, even faster than me. They learn fast. They can read deceptions quicker than anybody. They are the future of this world, and this, I think, for our Creator. And this, I'm telling you, because they are just amazing. Way beyond. I thought, they've been through so much. Look, they've gone through these. Don't want to mention it because nope, be careful, banning. They've gone through so much. Look around you. Wars, rumors of wars, plagues and all this stuff, and pollution and all the hate and Boy, they are a tough generation. You said we're weak. Oh my goodness, they are actually, because they have a lot. They got to teach their parents what's the spiritual stuff, and the parents got to learn to listen to their children, which they don't. Let's not go there. So that's another one of our duties and our role, in my opinion, is that we have got to work with children. The children are the hope of the future, and there we're going to get there, right? But anyway, so I'm going to rewind that through just for a second to play that coming through the dang thing. And this is almost an hour long, but you know what? I don't care because it's so important. I'm enjoying myself.
Now you ask me what to say. It used to be your way. Was the only way I know.
There you go. It only used to be their way, right? The world's way. And we found there is another way. It's the godly way, there's the right way, and there is options, and we're going to do it the other way. They can take their world and do what they want with it. We are not going to go their way. I'm not. If you want to, go ahead. I've made my decision. I'm going the opposite direction. I'm going the opposite way. No way. Their way is not my way. They can hit the highway. You get on the highway. I'm taking even if it's the low way. I am going the low way because I will not be a part of it. I will not. I mean, no way. And not for myself, not for children, not for you, brothers and sisters. I will not. No matter what they do. If they put a gun in my head and say, no, you got to go our way, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what they do. If they threaten me, they said, whatever they do, I am not folding, no matter what. I'm not caring who it is or whatever it is. No offense, even if the Lord says it's my way, the highway, you go your way, bud. I'm going mine. Because there's no way I'd hurt these people. No way. Or anybody that, a high authority or power. Whoever, we don't know much about the heavens. Anybody that gives me a command, I know that's not right. And I'm not doing it. No way. That's not me. I ain't going to do it. Right? Anyway, so here we go. Static.
But when the table starts to turn, the teacher starts to learn.
Oh boy. I didn't know I was a teacher, and you probably are too, brothers and sisters. We got to teach, I said, the children and all these other people. So we're all like messengers, and we're all got to do our job. And the devil starts to turn. That's why that some of us, man, the devil's turned right on us. Said, and devil in reverse is lived, by the way. So we got to live and be alive. No evil reverse, evil is live. We got to turn that evil to people are living, right? So you turn that word around. Evil becomes live. We're gonna flip that sucker. Boom. We're gonna turn it. Sing. Okay. All right. So here you go. You got this child, and I don't need to keep stopping, but you got to, because there is so much. And looking inside you, don't see like another the reality that's outside. This thing. I don't know. You got it, man.
The child starts to grow.
And we're all children. We're greater.
And now the rain is falling.
Now that's important. Sorry, we didn't get to listen to it. Can you hear what happened? That's what I watched it before once. It says now that the rain is starting to fall. Well, rain is also reign of rulers. That same word. That when these rulers start to fall, we got to be there to help one another and pick it up, because they're going to fall like rain, and they're going to fall with tears in their eyes. Their teardrops and all this other stuff. It's right there. They've been telling us. Rain also is rain from heaven. Is rain the cry of rain of man. When rain falls, that somebody's got to pick this up and keep on that baton, or whatever you want to call it, and just getting kind of tired. We got to pick this up, because they thought they're going to reign and rule the world, and when that rain falls, and all those leaders, globalists, through their money, all this thing that falls out, when that rain comes, it's coming. That we got to be the ones that have, it's going to be there. And there's purple rain. There's a lot of stories behind that. Purple rain, right? So, and I don't know how they fall. I don't want to implement, be careful, because we want to create a reality of, and complete this killing and destruction in the name of whoever, just to create war. And, spiritual war or in flesh. A war is a war. You get it? So, we got to be careful, right? And so we don't want to get manipulated either way. So, and I'm going to do another video about that, about spiritual war and also war in flesh. I mean, you can call it spiritually, put any adjective in front of it or whatever. You can add whatever the front. It's still a war. It's got WR in it right there. And, yeah. So, anyways, it doesn't matter how you spin it. It's still a war. And that's something that we need to understand and then whether we engage in it or not, that's the thing. And how do we engage it without creating more war? If we just spark the fire, like the song. Okay. Anyway, I don't want to do that right now. So anyway, he's got a mass or mud or something on his face. I don't know what that means. It's kind of like Toy Story, but I'm not sure. You got, and I think it's green, and we're talking about green, and green is about, it's not just evil. Green is about energy, light, being a light, and taking the energy and doing some with it. Yellow is sun, red is passion, love, and white is clean. So I don't know. I don't know if there's anything symbols in those colors that he's wearing, the costume or not, but the face, I don't know. But we'll have to, because Matt's been doing a lot about decoding. So doing colors, you got to decode colors. I don't know what that means. But, because, in the Lord, you got to be white is a color, wearing white robes and black and whatever, right? Anyway, so I don't know what this means. But I'm just guessing there's something about this mask.
The truth
Or mud on his face.
is bittersweet.
Everyone. Yeah.
And now the rain is falling. The truth is bittersweet. A different voice is calling. Where have you gone, sweet innocence? Where have you gone, sweet innocence? Where have you gone, sweet innocence? Where have you gone, sweet innocence?
The noise is so loud. Real
Where have you gone, sweet
confusion. So hard. Sorry. The doorway, I don't understand. Doorway to heaven. I know that even the Lord talks about knock on the door. I do not understand the peak hole. I don't get it. I'll be quiet. The ending, I do not understand. Oops. See, what is this? I don't understand. I'm zooming in. I don't get it. I don't understand it. So if you do, and it's got this white bubble, this orb on the left. I do not understand it. This room, I don't get it. The room, are they a husband and wife? Who are they? I don't understand. And they're kind of like sitting in the room as young gentleman and lady talking about something, or oh my gosh, wait a minute. She was the lady originally who was the angel that in turns goes through the window. He's looking through the window. She's coming through and the window shatters to the TV. Oh, that's what it is. You got this young gentleman, but he's not really in that beginning. So I don't know. I have to think about that. Sorry. So if you have some ideas, put some comments in there. I'm not sure what that is. Looking through the peak hole, that there's this room, and I don't know. But she was the one, and she looks. It's very calm and smiling, and so I'm gonna rewind here one last time. I'm just gonna stop it after that. Okay, my friends. Here he comes at the door. They know he's coming too. Now he has to knock on the door even. They said, well, we're kind of been waiting for you to look at that hole. We're waiting for you to look at the peek hole, and you did. He peeks through. Oh, he's looking first. And then she turned and said, oh, he's here. Oh, he gives me chills. What does it mean? I don't know. But he knows that it's there. He's already looking. I've been waiting to look through there, bud. And he didn't have to knock. He didn't hear. He's even walking silently. He goes, I'm walking as silent as I can to see if I can see something. Is it, peeking, catch somebody in a surprise or something, or, smoking marijuana or just doing something in the room. And he looks in there and he's like, oh, it's just this guy and this lady, and they're just hanging out. And he just, he looks this little nonchalant look. Said, I knew you were coming looking through the peephole. And she turns his head. Oh, he's here, because he's finally here. You gotta be kidding me. Anyway, that's it. God bless you and love you all.